Freedom. That is what my message to you is this week, Scorpio. It's freedom. And I can't stress this enough. It's personal. It's freedom that comes from inside of yourself. It's you giving yourself freedom from all of those things that held you in chains, as in pain, suffering, fear, obligation, all of those things that tethered you to what wasn't feeding you. It was like being a chained dog, just starving and not being able to do anything about it because it was self-imposed. There was many things that contributed to this situation. Ultimately, let's start with where we end up. Where we end up is freedom. To envision a life, a lover, a career, a you that you created, not that somebody else designed. And I had said this a long time ago. There is this sense of when you're born, you're given a script. And life is better when you improvise. This is that turning point, this period, I would say over the next month or so, of you realizing that you are allowed to rip up that script, throw it in the garbage, and that you're going to be okay. Not only are you going to be okay, that life is actually beautiful when it's scary. And instead of being scared by those things that you allow to haunt you, be scared by those things that you don't know are coming. And that's really the scariest thing, right? Especially for a fixed sign. Those fears of the unknown. Now, you're a fixed sign in water, which is emotion. So you like emotional certainty and security, which could mean many things. One, holding on to things for too long, because at least you know them. At least you're emotionally safe with them, even if they're hurting you and ripping you apart. At least you know them. They're not going to surprise you. Also, holding on to traditions. You know, so many Scorpios are just so committed to their families and where they came from and taking care of where they came from because they need it. They need that continuity of emotion. You don't like surprises when it comes to emotions, which is why people can find you very, very guarded. But ultimately, Scorpio, that's your biggest cage. That's your biggest trap. The fixed nature of your character is what torments you, tortures you, and does the most pain, in that it doesn't teach you anything. And you learn through pain. Pain can be transformative. But stagnation teaches you what? You know, interestingly enough, the ultimate stagnation is death. And I guess stagnation teaches you death. And it teaches you death of hopes, death of dreams, death of life, which is to not live, because to live is to change. And it's this realization and liberation from the need to be emotionally or find emotional steadfastness, emotional security in stagnation. By tethering yourself to old ways of thinking, old decisions that you've made based on pain, based on hurt, based on a lesson that you were taught years before you had any control of your life. And you've held on to this for that long, teaching you this is who I have to be right. This is who I have to be to fulfill and make everybody happy. You're liberated. Take a big old breather, because now is the energy of push, complete and total freedom from that kind of trap. There's new love coming into your life, a new lover, a new soulmate, a new love of yourself. It's not as important as it being a new lover. That's not what's important. What's important is that now you're allowed to love and be with or create those things that you really enjoy. Let me show you. Soulmating. I mean, that's pretty obvious, right? Visualize. Who is your perfect soulmate? Visualize who in your head did you imagine was your soulmate. And I guarantee you it was based on a construct that somebody else put in your head. That somebody else told you this is what you should want because wanting this makes you popular, or wanting this means you're right in the head, or wanting this is what we want so you'll continue to fit in with us if that's what you want. But honestly, you were always attracted to something else. We're always attracted to our opposite. And what is your opposite? Because you are the extreme. You are life and death. You are black and white. This is color. This is seeing in full color. This is somebody that is out of the ordinary, seeing the beauty and realizing the beauty in things that maybe you were blind to before. This is somebody who is different than your black and white definition of what love is supposed to be. Clearing out this headspace, clearing it up, it all clearing out. It took a while, it took some time. There's somebody here that's bringing laughter and joy into your life, that needs particular amounts of patience, because honestly, they are not what society approves of. Absolutely not. This person is not somebody who, this person who changed your life. This person is not what society or somebody or the society, the tree, the family that you belong to. They're not what they would have deemed to be acceptable. Maybe they wanted you to wait. They wanted you to hold back. They were afraid that maybe you were too young to make the decisions that you were wanting to leap into, even though it was everything that you've ever dreamed. A devotion to making your dreams come true. But what were those dreams based on? That's the question. That's the primary question you're going to ask yourself. You have a wonderful devotion to getting everything you want and doing everything you want and getting the person that you want. But where did those dreams come from? Did they come from you? Or were they put into your head by some strange sense of loyalty to what you need to be instead of who you are? And then running into the wrong set of people. Being extremely impressionable, maybe at an extremely young age, and just running into the wrong set of people. Being surrounded by corruption, being surrounded by... but you know what's so wonderful? This is the realization. This is it. It's you realizing, holy shit, those people were pieces of crap. Those people who tormented me into being something that I didn't really want to fucking be. They were actually pieces of crap. They were perverts. They didn't care about me. These people didn't care about me. They cared about keeping me. They cared about holding me. They cared about convincing me to be who they wanted me to be, but they did not really care about me. Now the chain is broken. Why? Because you care about you, and you don't need other people to care about you. Stop. You do need other people to care about you. You don't need these people to care about you, and you don't even necessarily hate them. No, you just finally realize where the perversion is, where the disruption was. A long time ago, I learned to hate a part of myself. I learned to be ashamed of a part of myself based on somebody else's fears of that thing, of that subject matter. I learned to be afraid of who I wanted to be, of who I was, of what felt naturally comfortable to me, because somebody else told me it was disgusting. But then, as I grew up and I realized, holy shit, that person is disgusting. That person is an ultimate perversion. And they twisted me to feel something bad about myself, to feel shame about who I was. And then my world opened up. When I realized I wasn't confined to their version of right and wrong. It wasn't that black and white. It was a world filled with beautiful, beautiful colors. Vibrancy. What have you been feeling lately? Because a lot of times our mind will associate colors with our feelings. So attracting us to those colors that represent our feelings. So what colors have you been seeing a lot of lately? It's not just black and white anymore. There's this whole spectrum out there that's burst to life. For you, decadence, seeing a beauty where maybe you didn't see it before. Indulging in the beauty of things that you can see, the way that you see them, your own unique perspective. Indulging in just the gorgeousness of maybe what other people can't see, and they don't have to, because it fulfills you emotionally, fulfills your soul. You had to get away from your home. You had to leave to try on new styles and a new way of life and a new way of being. That could be what you're doing right now. Getting away from home, getting away from those traditions, getting away from that industry that made you into what they wanted you to be. And now you're getting away from it. You're just moving away from it. You're just trying on so many different things because there's so many different things to try on. Finding your way and finding somebody else. Positive future. Even if the way seems a little bit foggy or unclear now, this is the path to happiness. Understand, Scorpio, that you are literally walking right into your golden period, your golden time. If this is about a person, you will find them walking on a path that is odd and unexpected, and they will be they might be disheveled, but they will be not disheveled. They will not be what you expect them to be. They will be ignored by other people. They will be not the popular thing, not the status symbol. They will not be those things. This is you seeing beauty in the potential, knowing that you have the ability to guide somebody toward the best of themselves based on what you've learned and how you've understood the pitfalls and the dangers that are in front of them. This is helping to nurture somebody, helping to grow somebody. It could even be becoming a parent. But I don't think that is it. Just laugh, let go, and flow. This is somebody different. This is a person, this is somebody who makes you laugh, who makes it easy for you to breathe and look at all the colors. Gives you the freedom to laugh and be something other than what was expected. There's such a need often of Scorpios to like go for the prettiest one. Why? Because the prettiest one, the prettiest one, societally speaking, is worth it to give my heart to. And you're Scorpio, you can get anyone you want. But there's a stamp of approval that you needed, which could very well be why you were picking people who were wrong for you. Once that stamp of approval is thrown away and you don't need it anymore, now you can choose and be, not just with a love, but with a career, with friends that aren't fucking shit up for you, using you, bringing you down in some way. Because you were not making great choices with the people that you were hanging out with. There's no way. You went astray. You did, based on, it's like, oh, but they looked good. They looked like they were the right ones. This all looked really good. Ooh. Let's get into the reading. Enjoy the freedom. Enjoy it. And remember, it's the freedom from this image in your head of what perfect is supposed to be, because you realize that that image was made from somebody else's idea of perfect. And now you have a blank slate. Could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. But this is a sense of, remember the energy, Aries, Aquarius. This is a start, a new fresh start, a new way of looking at yourself. Co-create with spirit. This is from your gut, from the deepest, darkest places of you, just trusting and going with that. You've also been getting messages or hearing messages, hearing truths about yourself, like accepting truths about yourself that you buried deep, 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 deep down. Secrets, but wisdom in those secrets, learning from them. This is Piscean energy, imagination. What did you keep stifled about yourself? Whatever you kept stifled about yourself is now become the palette for how you're creating yourself. Rebirth is assured. Yes, we know this. Yes, we know this. So this is taking wing and flying. It's about to pop off, is what this is telling me. Sometimes life stings. Yeah. It's going to hurt. freedom is going to hurt. But no, you see clearly now. Check that out. This is your wisdom and your understanding and your lack of fear literally eating away the pain. Swooping in and eating away the pain. Truth transcends illusion. More Aquarius energy. There's lots of Aquarius energy all over here. All over here. I don't know if you're dealing with an Aquarius, but dolphin spirit, this and that are true. Seeing things from a different perspective and keeping things light and fun and playful. You're enjoying the company of, I think there's also, okay, there's so much going on. I just got something. You could very well have been waiting. You could very well have been the one needing to be patient and waiting for the fog to clear. Somebody else is finally seeing you. They finally get it. They finally see you. They had to grow up. And that's okay, because so did you. Wanting what is different. Wanting what is unusual. All the pain brought you to this conclusion. It's now that's what it is. It's finally you realizing what's actually been causing the pain, what's actually been causing the problem. Those are those deep inquiries that happen when Mercury goes into Scorpio. Especially when it's going into retrograde next week. But really being able to see where, okay, I understand. Maybe I always have relationship issues. Maybe I can't choose the right career. I get it. But what's causing them? This is the root. This is the root of the infection. And it's not just noticing it and seeing it. It's like accepting it, owning it, and healing it. This is full moon energy. I'm telling you, there's a whole new sense of self that's coming and dawning into your life. But you're not going to be all by yourself. You're not. I don't want this reading to only be about that, because I don't think it is. But there was just so much shit. There was so much making choices based on those familiar expectations. Check out the horoscope that I did for this month. What's the catalyst for this? That's what I want to know. What the fuck? I mean, it's just, it's all over your reading. Your soulmate comes in and changes everything. They change your life. Like, as soon as you meet them, you're going to be like, what the fuck is happening to me right now? What is happening to me right now? Because you're not 6'4", 250 pounds of pure muscle. Like, what is going? I don't understand this. Like, literally, there is a wanderer that comes into your life and shatters everything that you had so meticulously constructed, and there's never been anything better that's ever happened to you. Remember, a soulmate can be a lover, a parent, a child, Either way, a friend, they literally is like, it's like they're your portal. Or they're the key. And as soon as you take their hand, the door opens. Realization, understanding of your life's purpose, of what you want to be, who you really are, after you've shaken off what you were supposed to be. It's done. Creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. We know this, and we have the art card here. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desires. What did I say? Through your creativity. There's some sort of creative project, idea, pushing, working with them, supporting them when other people wouldn't support them. Like seeing the value in them when everybody else just thought, that's what I was trying to get out. You see the value in them when everybody else was just about to like throw them to the wayside. You see the value because you don't see on the surface. You see all the underlying underneath. You see the potential. You just bam, you find them, you know it, it's going. You've broken through. Positive thinking. What the hell? Positive future. All of this is reiteration of positive thinking is vital in creating a healthy and abundant life. So, positive thinking how? In terms of yourself, in terms of what you're really interested in terms of what you really dig. When you accept that and you love that and you think positively of that, you attract the people who are right. A positive attitude along with positive beliefs and thoughts are crucial ingredients for creating happiness. Don't worry, think love. You're going to stand by them like crazy. Fear. I, Archangel Michael, am here to help you through the present time. I love you. I protect you and keep you safe. Trust that all is well. Accept my love and allow it to dissolve your fear. And think global. You are being encouraged to spread your wings. Think outside the square. I love you, angels. Literally breaking that box. You're not thinking, think outside the square. You are a citizen of the world. Expand your vision. Travel. You might be traveling. You might be going someplace different, someplace new, or just traveling amongst different people. Expand your vision. Imagine the world within your heart. Embrace it. Surround it with love. Let it be. And so it will be. Oh my God. The world in your heart is about to be the world that you're living in. Positive outcome. What did it say? I can't even, I love you guys so much. I'm so, so happy for you. Positive outcome. The sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Like seeing them from across a crowded room, or on a cloudy day, all of a sudden it's them walking on the beach. Or in a weird, crazy environment where everybody else is hostile. It's like they're the one that's saying anything that fucking makes sense to you. The sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. It's about to change your whole fucking life. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. You want the details? Please join me for tarot. Let's go over and see. I want the details. I'm curious. I'll see you guys over there.